Hello guys, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. This morning, I'm so excited right now because I'm currently inside the Kyoto Imperial Palace complex. And it's really magnificent. I'm so awe-inspired. I'm just so impressed by the size of this complex and its surroundings. So there's the actual Imperial Palace. And unfortunately today, because today is a weekday, it's Monday morning, so it's closed for the entire day. So I can only show you the outer parts of the castle or the Imperial Palace. What impresses me the most is the fact that even though there are many tourists, however, this park remains really serene and so quiet and calm. So it's a wonderful place to just walk around and just relax and just rejuvenate, you know. So this will obviously be a very short video. I won't be able to walk around because this place is so big, it's so gigantic. However, there are two main buildings. Both of them are separated. So this one, I don't know what it's called, but there's like a big pond, a man-made lake inside. And the other one is the palace itself, where the former emperor of Japan that used to live in Kyoto back then lives and resides in this particular building. The emperor and his family lives here during the Edo period, or I don't know. I'm sorry if I didn't get the information correct. So just a fun fact, Kyoto used to be Japan's capital. In fact, Kyoto is Japan's first permanent capital. As you know, Japan used to be divided, so each piece of land was controlled and governed by an individual shogun or like a military ruler. A shogun governs his territory with his soldiers, namely the samurai. And samurais carried the katana, the Japanese sword. So, and then long story short, one particular shogun decided to rule all of Japan, or most part of Japan, and then he decided to make Kyoto as the first permanent capital, so that the capital does not just keep on changing and changing over time. And now it's the year 2024, but I'm still impressed as to how beautiful the building is, the architecture, the size, the scale, the cleanliness, the tidiness. And look at this, guys. It's not pavement, it's not a sidewalk, it's just a street covered with lots and lots of little stones. So yeah, even though the palace itself is closed, but we can still explore the exterior part of the palace. But best of all, you can also experience the garden. As you can see here, this is actually a national garden, a kyoen. It's so clean. I love the trees. There are various types of trees and so on and so forth. So behind these walls or these fortifications, you can find the Imperial Palace, the literal house of the former emperor of Japan, before the capital was moved to Tokyo. Tokyo was formerly known as Edo, and then Edo was changed into Tokyo, as we now call it today. Kyoto remains the name Kyoto remains the same, and it will have a very strong legacy in Japanese history. Okay, I think for the sake of this video, so that the duration of this video won't be too long, I will just show you about the walls. It's so tall. And I just love the architecture look. Everything was built so orderly and so neat and tidy. Okay, and there's this like a miniature river going around the palace building. And just look at this, guys. It's so clean. You can hardly find any piece of paper or plastic. It's so clean. You can literally hyperbolically swim here. It's so clean. I hope I can find some fish. So yeah, I think this wall alone is at least 2 to 3 meters tall. And I guess back then, when this palace was serving as the official residence of the emperor, I believe this palace is obviously guarded, defended. There will be lots and lots of imperial guards. Okay, I can only show you this part of the palace. Okay, now let's move on. I think I'll show you the garden for a while. I will leave a link down in the description below. Maybe, perhaps, a Wikipedia article about Kyoto Palace, so that you can just click on it and just read the article for yourself for more information and description, and about a more broad and more elaborated explanation of the history of this particular palace. Okay, I think this is either I think it's a gate, the main gate, I should say. So you can see the unique design. So this particular design, like where there is a little bit of a curve, it's very unique and authentic, and that is the most prevalent evidence that this is a Japanese building, because that is exactly the manifestation, the physical manifestation of Japanese traditional style architecture. Sorry for my English, it's not perfect. Yeah, so you can see it's really beautiful. And this building is so long, it stretches all the way until there. So yeah, so pretty much all you can see and do here is just to walk around and just gaze at the tall walls, the tall fortifications. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, moving swiftly on. There's another building here, as beautiful as the Kyoto Palace. I don't know what it's called, but in the map it says that this is actually a palace as well, and it's quite smaller than the actual palace, but it contains a big pond inside of it. See, you can see the pattern. It's like a pole and it has circles on the edge. Yeah, it's really perfect. It's symmetrical. I love it. And again, there's like a man-made miniature version of a river surrounding this particular building. Okay, let's continue. Okay, that's actually the exit point, the exit gate. So if you want to get out from the Imperial Palace grounds or the complex, you can just walk straight ahead. So you can see tall trees, a garden, and everything is exceptionally clean. And for that, I highly respect this place a lot. Okay, and this is the other end, or the other side of the palace. So it's so sad that I cannot enter the palace. I would love to one day, but I don't know, maybe next time. So yeah, everything is closed, all the gates are closed, and for the fortifications it's quite somewhat similar to the previous one. Same pattern, same height, same size, and as magnificent as the previous one. Okay, now let's just walk through the garden for a while, and then I will just end this video as soon as possible. This is a really relaxing place to walk on. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, look at that. So ahead of me is the main entrance to the palace. Wow, this is really impressive. This is a wonderful spot to take pictures. Excellent. So just you can easily predict about the size of this complex. It's just so big. From here, from where I'm standing to that gate, I think about half a kilometer, I don't know. And everything is still the same compound or the same complex, the same property. Wonderful. Okay, well guys, I think that's it for today. Oh, there's a bridge. Let's see what we can find there. Oh wow, look at this. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Just look how peaceful it is. How clean. Some fishes there, I think it's a koi fish. The water is so green and yet so clean at the same time. Maybe because of algae. There's a fish over there just chilling out. I think it wants to be my subscriber. It wants to be shown into the video. Okay. Guys, check this out. That's a koi fish indeed. You can tell by the color. And down you can see a little turtle. Oh, look at that. It is swimming. Oh, and it is now resurfacing again. That's so cool and so cute. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. I've made a long video covering about Kyoto Imperial Palace and its vicinity and its content, which can be found inside of Kyoto Imperial Palace complex. Guys, I think this will be a perfect place to end the video. I hope you guys enjoy my video. Please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, share this video to everyone you know that particularly likes content about Japan, Japanese history, Japanese traditions, Japanese culture, Japanese architecture, and about the country of Japan, and then about the beautiful city of Kyoto. Now that's it for today, guys, and if you want to support me further, please consider to subscribe to my channel, and then don't forget to hit on and turn on the notifications bell button so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. So that's it for today, guys. See you later. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Stay safe. Peace.